Get back to Milwaukee now and the big debate tonight. Neil is getting set in case you're just tuning in, so we're filling in for him here on Cavuto Coast to Coast. That's how they put together the stage, getting set for a lot of eyeballs to be on it tonight. Now, we were talking about Ben Carson. We talked a little bit at the top of the show about Donald Trump, and you'd think, man, they're the main target tonight. But as I bring Charlie Gasparino in now, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, these types of guys, Charlie, they seem to have their sights set on one person, and that one person would be the guy who may not be doing well in the polls, but he has a lot of money, Jeb Bush.
Jeb Bush, that's right. And we do have a glutton for punishment here, an actual Jeb Bush supporter, my good friend, Anthony Scaramucci.
That's how you start the interview.
Well, I just thought I'd break the ice with you.
Producer said, don't start a fight with me, and then you start right like that.
Well,
Unbelievable. Go ahead.
Tell me. It's got to be difficult being a Jeb Bush supporter, given the fact that he's a highly accomplished governor, did a lot of great stuff as governor. He's a smart guy, good on policy. Yet he doesn't seem to get enough traction in the polls right now.
Okay, Charlie, he's a superstar on policy. He has an unbelievable record as a governor. He's had a difficult time communicating all of that on stage. This is a terrible format for a guy like Jeb Bush. Okay, you go from 10 candidates to 8 candidates. What is he getting in talking time? 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes? That's not enough time to express yourself, you know?
Right.
This has just been a very difficult presidential election season for a guy like Jeb. I think this will thin out eventually. We'll go from the 8 tonight, hopefully to 4. He's going to stay in the race. He's got the dough. He's managing the dough properly. Okay. I was with him yesterday with Governor Walker. We were out at a charter school in Waukesha. I thought he did a great job. There was very relaxed.
Is Governor Walker going to endorse Jeb?
I honestly don't know. I know he met
because you were a Walker supporter,
and I spoke to the governor yesterday. I think it's a personal decision for him. I think it's unwise for elected politicians to start the endorsement process this early. I know he met with Marco Rubio yesterday evening. I know he likes both of these guys a lot. I'll make a guess. I don't think Governor Walker is going to endorse Donald Trump.
Okay, well that's a great guess. There's civil war right now inside the Republican Party. I mean, I seen the emails that came out last night from Rubio saying that Jeb's attacking us. We need to attack them, him and his people. Please give us some money to do that. Yeah. What do you think about this? Isn't this a bad thing?
I think it's a mistake. I think Maggie Haberman in the New York Times wrote an article this morning. I was quoted in the article saying this internecine warfare, wisdom suggested this is bad for both sides of this thing. You have to remember, anytime we're throwing smart bombs at each other, Hillary Clinton's staff is picking that stuff up, and they're going to run those advertisements.
Why isn't you're friends with the guys that run the RNC? Why isn't some adult in the room, Reince Priebus? Did I say his name right? I mean, why isn't he coming in and saying stop?
Here's the good news or the bad news about the process. On the Republican side, it's a fairly free market, unregulated system. That's why somebody like Dr. Carson or Donald Trump can enter the race and get a platform. You have to respect.
So the RNC does not have an adult in the room, you're saying?
Is that going to be the headline of this fantastic interview? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that the RNC is letting these candidates be unfettered. I think that they're saying the same thing that I'm saying. Any person that loves this party wants to bring the party together, not see this sort of fight.
The Rubio people think tonight, if Rubio has a good debate, they think that he's going to basically TKO Jeb Bush.
That's not going to happen. 100% that's not going to happen. Because Jeb Bush is too smart to allow that to happen, okay? He's going to be more relaxed on stage. He's going to be more himself, his authentic self. Do you remember Bluto Blutarski? Do you remember Bluto?
Animal House, yes.
Exactly, okay? So Donald Trump is a Bluto Blutarski, okay? He called food fight. And everybody started throwing food at each other.
Didn't he do something brilliant? He defined right out of the bat Jeb Bush's negative, his low energy. He defined it. He defined everybody right out of the bat.
So I am not saying that Donald Trump isn't brilliant. Okay, what he's done has been masterful with Donald Trump, but I think it's been very hurtful to the party. Donald Trump, I predict, will start toggling into more presidential status. He has to if he really wants to be president, and he's got to stop this bickering because, remember, he's going to have to build a cabinet or a team, and these are typically teams of rivals, Charlie, and so you need to not be throwing these firebombs.
You met with Trump. Let's be clear. Some sharp elbows between you and Donald about whether you met with him. Have you spoken with him recently?
I have not spoken to him recently, no. But I do like Donald Trump. I don't have a problem with Donald Trump. I don't like the attacks on the hedge fund industry. I don't like the personal attacks on the other guys. Donald says he's a counterpuncher, but not really. Threw the first punch at the hedge fund industry. Throwing the punch.
Do you think we have to end it on this? Do you think he's good for the Republican Party?
I think that what's going on right now in general is bad for the Republican Party, but I think in totality he has been good for the Republican Party. The ratings have been spectacular, and it's giving an opportunity for people that weren't usually in this process to be part of the process. Okay. So you have to respect Mr. Trump for that.
We got to end it here, and just want to say I love Wall Street Week. Must viewing if you're into the markets.
Please, it's on Fox 5 in New York. Please watch Ben Bernanke at 9 a.m. on Sunday. Great interview.
Okay, Connell, back to you.
A very nice promo.